Today I'll be telling you about your traveling cute fancy girl doll. So this is a cute fancy girl traveling doll. Wherever you go on boarding on planes or anything, you can bring her. Wherever you go, she goes.
Welcome, friend. We are excited to help you discover your new look. My name is Shanidra Matthews and I started Amara 2 Classy Boutique to help women find classy and chic items for all sizes. It's not like the store experience. If we don't have your size, you can go on our website and purchase your size in your favorite outfit.
Hello. Before, this is your girl Shanidra with Let's Dig Deep. Yes, indeedy, as you can hear me clearly. Now, I didn't know I was gonna have to break this down. Today I thought Yahweh, God, was gonna allow me to, have my day. Yeah, not honestly. But you got to stick to it. Period. He said consistency. That's what I'm wanting, and that's what I have to provide. If I'm wanting people to be consistent with Shanidra, I have to be consistent. So he said it's about consistency, literally. Now, in order to be in God, you have to consistently do good. Don't get that misunderstood. Now, the title of today is Beware of Imitators / Impersonators. Yes, indeedy. Now, before I break this all the way down, today, God had me I already knew I had to talk about imitators and stuff like that. He's been on me like all this week about talking about this. I'm like, good, I'm gonna do it. It's understood, it's good. But, I wanted to stay home today, didn't want to really drive or nothing like that. So I, DoorDash today. And as I'm picking my items, I was trying to get some cheese. Now let me tell you how literally crazy this imitation stuff is. They have imitation cheese. Now maybe, this may have been out or whatever, but ever since, my friend was telling me that they had on the news that they are, making imitations of real meat and imitations of this and imitations of that. We already have this trend stuff going on where they're trying to imitate a woman or imitate a man, they're trying to imitate the real deal. You can't really feel like the real deal, but imitation of cheese. What else was it? Was it crab? I seen it was an imitation of crab meat. Imitation, this is getting out of hand if you don't understand. This is out of, they imitating food. Do you see what you have? This is crazy. This is crazy, insane. But we have nobody else to blame. Nobody else to blame. But this is really, it's done got to the food. To the food. They mocking the food. They imitating the foods. It said imitation of cheese. 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 Dang. That is insane in the membrane. Cheese. Cheese. What in the... I could not believe my eyes. Like they're imitating the meat. That is just crazy, like we want real meat. We don't want fake stuff, most people that want women want a real woman. You know, we don't have to act like fake like something that we're already authentically like. I don't have to act like, talk like what I am because I'm made from the I am, you know. I am who I am, period. You know, I'm Shanidra. I'm going to be just Shanidra. But, you know, this is some weird, crazy stuff. It's getting to the food. To the food. Now, I was laughing at my friend because she was like, oh, I may not be, you know, eating meat no more or whatever because they, you know, doing the same thing with meat, you know, like meat can compete, like it's competing with meat. What kind of stuff? But before we get into all of that, honey, before you start looking at me funny, honey, let's get into it because this is going insane. I cannot believe this stuff. This is out of control. I mean, this is beyond the usual. Like, what we not gonna do? Dang, these people are confused and delusional. Like, this is out of control. But let's see what imitate. Thank you, Lord. Imitation. So when somebody is trying to imitate you, it says it's the action of using someone or something as a model to copy off of. They use chicken as a model to copy off of. They use cheese as a model to copy off of. You know, they're using you, they're using me to copy off of. It is ridiculous. Second definition of imitation. Thank you, Lord. He keeps helping me. It's an act of imitating a person's speech. They imitate your speech, the way you talk, the way you walk, all of that. They try to talk like you. They try to walk like they can't be you. They are so confused, and it's really sad too. They confused. They don't know what they want to do. That's how confused they are. They don't know what they want to do. I mean, they really trying to be you, trying to walk like you, talk like you. Like, dang, you can't be nobody but you. You ain't doing what God has you to do if you being confused trying to do what somebody else is doing. Do you, boo? Like, it says the second definition of an imitator, when somebody's imitating you, it says it's an act. That's why God said He's kicking all the actors off the stage, honey. The ones that refuse to obey and pray to the Almighty, the ones who don't do it, Yahweh, they rather hit the highway. What kind of nonsense is that on today? They even doing it to the meat. They can't compete with the meat. But nevertheless, it says an act of imitating a person's speech. They try to talk like you. Like, they that confused. They trying to talk like you. It says a person's speech or mannerism. They'll try to sit like you, walk like you, talk like everything, like probably put the hair like you, dress like you, mess like you. I mean, dang. Everything. They try to be you because they are so confused. But that goes into jealousy too. Because my grandmother always used to tell me, because I used to go, why are they always talking about me? And they don't be looking half me. You know, they can't even me. You know, the main ones that be talking about you. But my grandmama used to always say they want to be you. I'm like, but why are they always picking on me? Because they want to be me, you know? They want to be you. Don't be confused. They want to be you. That's why they competing with you. That's why they trying to talk about you and do what they do. Because they confused. Because they want to be you and they can't. can't. But I mean, just like the cheese. I gotta look at the cheese now. The cheese. I'm glad I was paying attention when I was trying to get my DoorDash here. I'm glad I clicked on the right cheese and I didn't get an imitation of cheese. I don't know what that would have done to my body. That's crazy. I mean, cheese. It's an imitation. They imitating cheese. I can't believe this. This is crazy. This blew my. But that's how God had me to get on here. He said, "I told you, but get on here. We got to talk about this. It's more than what you were talking about yesterday. We're gonna be talking about this just about every day. This is crazy. This is crazy, insane. Like, I'm just bamboozled. I don't even know what to say. This is ridiculous. But like I said, it's an act. An imitator, they act like it says an act of imitating a person's speech. They try to talk like you. Look, Google it, because this is all I did. I Googled it. This is the second definition of imitation. It says an act of imitating a person's speech or mannerisms. They try to walk like you, talk like you. They try to be you. They so confused. And it's really sad too, because you really know how God feels and deals with such things. He made everybody different for a reason. He wants you to be you and who he created you to be. He don't want you to try to be nobody else but you. You definitely can't do what God has you to do trying to be somebody else too. He wants you. He made you. Don't be confused. They imitating our fruit. They trying to do everything. Now here we are, thinking we can imitate a woman and a man. Like I can never be a man. That's crazy. Don't want to be. I'm thankful for what God has blessed me to be. I would never say that I know how to be a man. It's crazy. And there's nothing that can change me to be what I'm not to be. That's crazy. This is scary. Like I mean, the food, we're getting to the food. I mean, these people are delusional, but then we got to check the food. We got to check the people and the food. You don't even know if you with the woman or a dude. Like, this is confusion. And we all know that God is not the author of confusion. Dang, they misusing and abusing his word, if you haven't heard. But anyway, so synonyms, words that are like imitation is impersonation, mockery, copying, following. These people copy you. They mock you. They talk about you. I mean, that's all they do. People that's jealous of you, they always got their mouth on you. They following you more than they don't have a clue, but they following you, honey. They mocking you, imitating you, copying everything you do. It said an act of imitating a person's speech. They try to talk like you, walk like you, dress like you, do their best to be you. That's crazy too. But anyway, those are, this is on Google. Yeah, I like to Google stuff. So you can Google up imitation. And you'll see the two definitions I just gave you. It's on there. It's on there. You can read it for yourself. You ain't gotta listen to nobody else. You can read it for yourself. Okay. Now, impersonation, because I said beware of imitators and impersonators, which a synonym for imitator is impersonator. So let's look up the definition so we can get an understanding of what these things are. So we won't, that's not me, and it is, and is. That's you. Don't be confused. It's you. We're not going to look over. We're not gonna be delusional. It's you. You know. And I'm going to play a video too so you can have the clue. Boom. So, impersonation. This is Google too. You can Google exactly, what I'm Googling. I just wrote down what I Googled. That's it. Nothing else. Impersonation. An act of pretending to be another person. An act. God is kicking again all the actors off the stage. An act of pretending to be something that you're not. Have you forgot? You don't even know. You've been wearing this mask all your life. But you say that you follow Christ. It ain't right. You don't follow Christ. Nevertheless, I'm about to keep blessing you. It says impersonation is an act of pretending to be another person for the purpose of entertainment or fraud. Google it. That's all I did was Google it. All you gotta do. But so you don't just hear it from Shanidra, let's look at this wonderful, awesome video. Because I told you, just like my grandma used to always, they jealous. These jealous, envious people will start imitating you, copying you, impersonating you, pretending to be you. They'll dress like you, hair like you, walk like you, talk like you. It is some crazy stuff. I don't know exactly why God has me to discuss this stuff, but I told you, I'm sitting here trying to order some cheese to go, I'm trying to make a pasta, I'm trying to, but they imitating my thing on cheese. They already imitate. Nevertheless, let me show you and bless you with this video so you can know these jealous, delusional, imitator, impersonators. That's all I'm gonna say.
Envy. It can be subtle, and sometimes not so subtle. But one thing is for sure, there will always be someone looking at you, thinking your grass is greener than theirs. It gets even worse when you actually either have something or have achieved something that they don't feel they could. These types of people aren't very happy individuals all around, and thus they just cannot stand watching someone else rise up and be happy. They usually suffer from some kind of inferiority complex, leaving them desiring what others have. Of course, jealousy and envy in themselves are not abnormal. You've surely experienced these feelings, whether it was over a partner still in touch with their ex, or a friend who got a brand new Lexus while you were still driving that 1995 Corolla. One way or the other, we've all felt this way. And while most people overcome these feelings, some just cannot seem to get past it, causing problems for themselves and the person they envy, and sometimes even completely ruining a relationship with their behavior. So, let's check out 10 signs of someone who is extremely envious or jealous of you. Number 1, they diminish your accomplishments. People who suffer from low self-esteem, that general feeling of not being good enough, tend to view the accomplishment or success of others as a threat. As a result, they try to throw those others off course and minimize their achievements. It's a way for them to build themselves up. An envious person will never acknowledge anything you do well. In fact, they will downplay your achievements and anything you are proud of. Instead of congratulating you for your success, they try to dismiss it and make you feel like it's no big deal. Number 2, they talk bad about you. Expecting an envious person to say anything good about you to others? Forget it. Oh, they'll talk, but it won't be anything nice. And they seem to enjoy starting and spreading rumors too, whether they are true or not. They see this as a way of making themselves look better to others, and they'll also embarrass or shame you every chance they get. Number 3, they're extremely competitive with you. Envious people will challenge you and do anything they can to try to one-up you. They want to show that they are better than you, even if they aren't in the same league. These people go full combat and do anything in their power to be right or to win. They will lie, cheat, whatever. The goal here is to make you feel weak and inferior. This person knows that they can't be like you, so instead, they try to compete as a way to prove to themselves and others that they are better than you. Number 4, they keep criticizing you and tearing you down. It doesn't matter how hard you've worked to achieve something or how skilled you are. A person who is envious will only have envy for you because you have qualities they feel they lack. As a result, they will always view you as an inferior person who just happened to stumble upon some luck. And they'll do everything they can to make sure you know it by criticizing and nitpicking everything you do. They may even compare you to others. They bring you down only to enjoy a sense of superiority. Number 5, they give backhanded compliments. Since jealousy and envy are both typically a result of low self-esteem or a negative perception of one's own self, those who are envious of you tend to use sarcasm to mask their true feelings. Their middle name is passive-aggressive. They can't even give you a genuine compliment for crying out loud. Sure, they will try to compliment you as a cover for their crappy ways, but you can't expect much, and it won't be sincere. It will be some sort of cleverly disguised insult. Number 6, they steal your spotlight. The last thing an envious person wants to see is you in the spotlight. Seeing you full of confidence and getting all the attention drives them crazy. They absolutely cannot stand it. These feelings are driven by their inability to recognize and be truly happy for the strengths of others. They can't even stand hearing about the success of others. And well, because of this, they can't appreciate when other people give you praise or when you're happy. So they will do their best to sabotage your special moment. Number 7, they are nosy. Envious people always have their nose in your business. They keep track of everything happening in your life. It's like they have to know everything going on with you, even if you're barely in contact with them. And it's not because they care so much about your well-being. They'll dig around to get info on you, even if it means reaching out to your friends. Of course, what they are really looking for is dirt on you, so they can either use it against you or just make themselves feel better. Number 8, they start petty arguments with you. When you're trying to have a conversation about something with an envious person, they will weave in and out of different topics in an attempt to prove you wrong somehow. Often, the topics aren't even relevant, and somehow, they always make sure that it ends in an argument. These people are also known as energy vampires. They are frustrated with their own lives, and since they can't fathom anyone being in a better place than they are, they suck any good energy out of you, leaving you right where they want you, miserable like them. Number 9, they gloat about your mistakes. Since envious people don't really have any notable accomplishments of their own, they have a very hard time praising others. These kinds of toxic people thrive on seeing others struggle or mess up. Make one mistake or have some kind of loss, and they will be right in your face to emphasize and magnify your blunder. Again, just to make themselves feel better. Number 10, they give you bad advice on purpose. You probably figured this already. You won't get any well-intentioned, useful advice from someone who is envious of you. After all, their goal is to see you fail. And since they are not interested in seeing you succeed in life, they will sabotage your efforts. In fact, they will go out of their way to ensure you don't get what you want. They'll even leave you doubting your decisions and yourself. There will always be envious people around, and the more you accomplish, the more they will stick their heads in your life. But now that you know the signs that someone is jealous or envious of you, you can easily spot them and rid them from your life, or at least keep them at a distance. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making.
So, you guys saw the video. They let you know that these people are out of control. Just like my grandmama used to let me know. They don't like you. And even the frenemies, the ones that you call your friend, she used to tell me about them too. She was like, girl, don't be confused. That is not your friend. I'm like, it is. I'm like, I just don't understand why they copying everything that I do, but you know, because it was this one friend that I hung out with all the time, and I would change my hair, she changed her hair to the same exact. And that's, see, I like to be different. I've always, since the beginning of me being on earth, I've always strived to be different because I am different. And I like being different. I don't want to be like nobody else. I was never in just one clique or nothing like that because I just don't fit in a clique. And I do the opposite of everybody else. Literally, I try to do that. I strive to do that. I'm going to do the total opposite. I don't want you to have the same outfit. It's just not my thing. Yeah. But it was this one friend that every little thing I did, oh my gosh. I mean, you started seeing her walk like me, and I don't have like the perfect walk. I mean, but this friend will walk like me. I mean, every little thing that I did. I changed my hair. My mama would braid up my hair. All of a sudden, her hair braided up like mine. I'm like, Mama, what is going on? Like, why you got me for everything? I used to come home and be like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, this used to be so irritating, but that was back when I was a child. I didn't understand it. I used to get irritated and all that stuff, but now, it don't phase me like that no more. I'm just going to continue to be Shanidra, and that's all Shanidra can do. I would never be confused, but people will imitate you. Your haters, the people that hate on you, they want to be you. Like my grandmama, she always would say that, and I never got it. I never understood it. I'm like, so why they, hating on me, And these would literally be the opposite of me. They was, oh, you're so skinny. I'm like, okay, at least I'm one size. But you can't say that. You can't say nothing back, because that's an attack, and it's whack that they can say and attack you, but since skinny is not really seen as a bad thing in their eyes or whatever they try to disguise it to be, their little joking, slick little sayings that they'll try to say. But when it don't hurt you in the way that they wanted it to hurt you, like people will be like, oh, you got 2 kids. I had one that would be like, oh, you got 2 kids and you still skinny. I'm like, that's a blessing. My stomach went right back flat. It went right back flat after my second child. God didn't allow all of that to devour my body. So, I'm not taking it personal, sweetheart. I'm not taking it personal, sweetheart, but these imitators are haters. They try to be you. Look at the definition. You can Google the definition too. They try to impersonate you. They try to do you the way you do. They try to walk like you. They try to talk like you. They try to be you because they're so confused. Now, I know God want me to keep talking about these humans, but I'm still on my food. Because why? Why they imitating food too? Why do they gotta do so? Like, the food, why can't they leave the food out of this? Now, we already got to dismiss all of this, trans stuff and all this man-made stuff, but you gonna touch my food? Dang! And that's where I'm gonna really complain. See, I don't care about these fake haters. I don't have time for that. I'm too above that. That's above me now. My food, I can't even DoorDash. I have to really pay attention when I'm ordering my food to make sure it's not an imitation of what I'm wanting. If I want chicken, I want chicken. I don't want no imitation of chicken. I want the real chicken. If I want cheese, I want the real cheese. I don't want nothing. I want what I want, I don't want the fake, the impersonated version, the imitated version of it. I want the real deal. I want to feel the real deal. I don't want the fake, the imitate. I don't want the imitation of it. I want my real food. Real deal. I don't want no fake stuff. No imitated stuff. Imitating what's real with my food. No. No, y'all out of control with my food now. That's something you don't do. I know I may confuse y'all because I'm small, but honey, don't think just because I'm small I don't eat, honey. I eat, but I like to eat real food. I don't want an imitation of my food. That's what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna imitate my food. I can't. This is crazy, but that's how God had me to make sure that I got on here to talk about imitation. Because, you try to avoid, oh God, I'm going to do it. I promise I'm going to do it today. And he's like, I'm ordering, because I'm like, I don't feel like getting out the house, I'm thankful for what God gave me. It's peaceful here. I just love it. So, I did not want to even get out the house. And so I'm trying to just DoorDash me some food. That's it. Real food. I just want real food so I can cook. I'm just trying to cook for my kids because, as a mother, we don't have a choice. Whether we feel like cooking or not, we don't have the choice to not cook. So all I'm trying to do is cook. I'm trying to add some cheese to the pasta, trying to do what I have to do. That's it. I want real cheese that melts that got milk. I want the real stuff. But it said imitation of cheese. I was like, this is crazy. You imitating my dang on cheese, my meat, no, I want the real deal, honey. I don't want that funny stuff, honey. I want the real food. That's why most of the time people ask me, where do you want to eat? Soul food. I want real food. I don't want no chicken tenders. I want real soul food. Greens, I want all of it. I don't want an imitation of greens. I don't want an imitation of none of my real food. I want the real deal. If you get how I feel, I want the real deal. But they're imitating our food. And Lord, I'm gonna get off the food, but that's what I'm stuck on now. I know he got me to talk about these people, honey. Which y'all got all this mess going on with it done went to the food. It done went to the dang saying food. That's what got me on here too. I was gonna do what God had me to do. But I'm like, oh yeah, Lord, let me get on here. Let me talk about this imitation stuff because this is out of freaking control. This is out of control. Now, I know y'all thought I was just going to be talking about trans people and all that stuff. No, but they got out of control and it's still out of control. Boom. A man could never be a woman, period. You don't never know. You don't know half the stuff. I'm not scared to talk about real stuff. I'm not one of those delusional people or those people that look over stuff or I don't see this that's in front of me stuff or, fake people stuff. I don't do fake people stuff or, try not to discuss what God has me to discuss. I'm going to discuss what my Father has me to discuss. That disgust him is detestable to him. Like I said, he made you the way he made you, period. My father don't make any mistakes. Now, we make mistakes all day, every day. That's why he had to die for us, because he already knew we was going to be messing up all day. Thank God he gave us mercy and grace. I praise the Lord for all of that. Thank you, Lord. So I had time to change my ways and obey the Almighty, so I could do it Yahweh. And I did not stay the same way, because he loved me that much that he changed my ways by the renewing of my mind. I don't think like I used to all the time. So you could take this personal. I want you to take this personal, because this is personal. You messing with my food, it's getting personal now. We got to really get personal. When you start messing with Shanidra food, you imitating food too. Like, nah, out of control. But, I'm not going to keep dwelling on my food. But I just want y'all to understand that I ain't playing about my food. You leave the food out of it, okay? Leave the food out of it. Y'all already imitating, hating, and all this depreciating stuff. But leave the food alone, please. Like, I'm already small. I'm not gonna eat no fake stuff either. I gotta have the real deal feel. I have to have the real food. Now we already gotta make sure it's a dude. I gotta make sure it's a dude that I'm gonna be with. I gotta make sure it's a real dude. Gotta make sure. I mean, this is really crazy. God created everything the way he designed it to be. Literally. He didn't say, oh, darn it, you were supposed to be a girl. Darn it, you were supposed to be a boy. My bad. No, that's ridiculous. That's delusional. That's just crazy. That's ignorant. That's retarded. Whatever you want me to say, that's what it is. Foolish. That's what God calls it. Foolish. So I would say foolish. Because this is foolish stuff. This is delusional stuff. This is crazy stuff. You impersonating, trying to be something that you're not to be. You're never going to be. That's not how he created you to be. There's nothing. People used to tell me, now this is my DNA. This is how I was made. This is how God created me. Okay, literally. The doctors was confused after I had my daughter, my second child. They said my body was a freak of nature, because I think I was only in the hospital for maybe 2 or 3 days after I had my daughter, and my stomach went back down. Now, just because it went down don't mean that everything was, honey, I couldn't hardly walk, and I just had a baby. I still felt all that stuff, especially with me not taking medicine and all that. Boom. But he created me to be this size. I wouldn't even be the same Shanidra. And everybody knows all my life I've been small. So if y'all see me differently than what God created me to be, you'll be like, what in the world? I can be like, hey, it's me. And you're gonna be like, dang, Shanidra's skinny. That's all y'all know me. That's how he created me to be. I will literally look at both of my parents and they literally just filled out. So if anything, when I get older in my 50s, since my daddy didn't fill out until he turned in his 40s, almost 50. So he didn't really start, filling out until he was about in his 50s. So my mama, same thing. So they just filled out. So I'm just going to fill out. But that's just the way God created me, literally. So there's nothing I can literally change. I did the same thing. I had kids just like everybody else. I just didn't get what everybody else got. That has nothing to do with me. But trying to be something that you're not to be, you're never going to be that. Never. And that's not clever, because that's not even what God wants you to do. He wants you to be you. Made you you, uniquely you. Everybody know me. Literally, they know Shanidra, I would do the total opposite. Everybody in high school, middle school too. I mean, these people was doing stuff in middle school. But I stayed a virgin all through high school. You couldn't make me do nothing. I'm not gonna fit in with the crowd. I don't care. Don't care. You can call me whatever you want to call me because I know who I am. Honey, you can look at me funny all you want, but I knew who I was. I didn't try to be something that I wasn't. That's not what I wanted to do. And I already knew what I liked. Just because I wasn't, taking a bite, don't mean that I didn't know what I liked. I knew exactly what I liked. I knew what I was attracted to. Just because I didn't do what I was attracted to at that time, don't mean that I wasn't attracted to men. That was all part of God's plan. He made me attracted to men. So I just didn't want to sin. That's how it was back then. So you just couldn't make Shanidra do nothing. You still can't. Because I have to be different. My stuff has to be different. My photography, everything that I do has to be different. It has to be me, literally. Like my hands and everything. Y'all got to see all of this. Y'all can't see some of this, part of this. You got to see all of this. You're going to have to see all the expressive Shanidra. I cannot be Shanidra just like this. Yeah, so yes. But my arms, you see how I just cannot keep my hands down. I can't. That's just not how God made me. I have to talk expressively. You have to literally understand me the way I talk. But this is how God made me. And, everybody used to try to, change me because they would say that I was intimidating when I move my hands, when I talk with my hands, or that I was seemingly to be aggressive or whatever. I don't know. Just because I move my hands when I talk. Now, I'm not one of those fake people that you can't tell the truth to. You can tell me the truth. So honestly, back then, my friend, I did not move my hands in the most loving way like I do on today. I used to literally tell you what it is and what it's going to be. Literally. Period. Didn't care. Anywhere, honey. You try to act funny, honey. These hands will be moving, honey. Because that's how I talk. But God changed my walk in the way that I talk. But I'm still me. Do you see that? Like, I'm still Shanidra. So, all I'm trying to let you know is get this stuff under control. Get it under control. You at the delusion now. Get this stuff under control. You messing with my food. That's what you're not going to do. You're not going to keep messing with my food. Y'all imitating food. Food. I cannot believe this. I may be late on this, but honey, food, you imitating food too? Dang. Yes, I'm complaining about this because y'all got to dismiss this. Y'all got to deal with this. We cannot have this. We cannot have them imitating the food. We're going to have to get the clue. We're going to have to get the clue. We're going to have to do what we got to do because okay, boo. What we not going to do is confuse the food. Dang, y'all confused. Okay, boom. That's y'all. But now y'all confusing the food too. Dang. Yeah, I mean, y'all got the cheese, the imitation of cheese, hating on the real cheese, like I cannot. This is some crazy stuff. This is really crazy. This is crazy. Like food. But God said quit getting distracted after that. So I apologize for that. But we have to stop. Because time is running out on the clock. Time is running out. So we're going to have to figure this out. Quit being in doubt. God has you to be yourself. He don't want you to be nobody else. I know that they tell you in business. Let me give you businesses. I've been in business for 8 years. They'll tell you in business, check out, somebody else that's in photography or whatever, so you can, get a clue of what you're going to do. Boom. That's okay. That's okay. You can try to see how it's going to be. Literally. That's all you need to do. Don't be confused. Don't go overboard with it. Okay, this is how they do it. This is how I need to price it. Boom. But then you still got to make it your own. That is suitable to you. Because that $50 ain't going to do me. Now, I can do a $50 special. If you want all this stuff, because when I first started, I was like, that's a bit high. I don't want to charge people that much. Honey, I learned real quick. I can't be printing off all this stuff because the ink was costing more. I was like, look, you're going to get a disc and I can put all your pictures under this. That way you can do it your way. How about that? We're going to both save on today. Literally. Now, you want me to save you money on these pictures? You want to pay $50 special? Boom, I can do that. I'll give you all your pictures. I don't even have to do it like they do it. Because there's nothing that I'm going to do with your pictures. I don't need your pictures, So I'd rather give people all their pictures that I have edited on a disc and get it over with. Oh, but you're losing out on all the pictures that God blessed me with to take. I'm good. But it's not for us to imitate them or impersonate or just copy exactly every little detail that they do. It's okay to look at them too, but you don't have to do it the way they do it. You still gotta be you, honey, boo. You still gotta be you. Because I'm gonna be me all day. I'm not about to go crazy because y'all going crazy. Y'all want to be lazy. Going crazy and being lazy. You don't want to go through all the steps that it took for me to figure out what this was all about. I had to go through my process, and you're going to have to go through your process. Quit trying to skip the process. Deal in order to heal. Deal with your feels. Somewhere deep down, you feeling low, and it got you out of control. Your low self-esteem, but you don't want to say that you have low self. Oh, I'm good. No, you're not. If you're trying to be like somebody else, if you're not trying to be yourself, take that mask off. You lost in the sauce. I'm trying to help you because this is crazy. We too old. We are too old, and it's adults doing this. Adults, not kids. She's imitating me. She's mocking me. That's kid stuff. I don't even think, do my kids even deal with that now? 10 and 13. No, I don't even think they probably over that stage. But, babies they deal with that stuff. I think in elementary school, they're like, oh, she mocked me. She was copying me. She's messing with me, or he's messing with me. That's kid stuff. But God is showing me that this is adult stuff, like adults, grown 30, 40 50-year-olds are doing this. We too old for this stuff. We too old. We too grown. What are we teaching the kids? Now, I deal with kids. And like I tell them, Miss Nidra, can I be a leader today? I'm like, what? Well, how are you going to lead them? It's not the same. The leadership that I have in my academy is different than the school. I know they say follow the leader, but where are we leading you to? What are you leading these kids to? Because you're acting a fool, so you can't lead too while you're acting a fool. So if you're acting a fool, no. That's what we're not gonna do. You're not gonna have everybody following you acting a fool. Period. Pouting and if you're gonna be a leader, be a leader. Lead by example. I have to lead y'all by example. The same way. When things don't go your way, you don't see me over here crying. When stuff don't go my way, when something happens, I'm like, did you see Nidra cry? No. They don't, so do you want me to cry over everything? I'm leading by example. If we're imitating anybody in the Bible, it says that we're supposed to imitate God. We're supposed to imitate Yahweh because that's God in the flesh. Jesus is God in the flesh. So we're supposed to imitate his walk, his talk, the way he dealt with stuff. And that's what I'm trying to be. Now, he literally speaks my language. I completely understand what he's saying. He speaks, honey. Maybe he acting funny, honey, but I understand him. He said, why when I speak truth, you don't understand me, honey? I get it, honey. I get it. All of it. Not some of it, not part of it. I get all of it. I told you I've had my Jeremiah moments. Everybody that follows God, that do it God way, Yahweh. That's the way I do it. And when Jeremiah went through it and he had to do what I have to do and tell y'all, we don't get to say the fun stuff like you're going to be prosperous and, oh, God has got to bless you and, do stuff to make us look good and all that stuff. He don't have me doing stuff to make me look good. Everything that I'm doing is to glorify my Father. That's it. That's it. I don't need, even when people compliment, they automatically know, I know, you're going to say God, but you had to do the works. Yeah, but you don't even know how much it hurt to just do the works. I didn't even have the strength to do the works. God had to give me some strength to do the works. Even today, I wanted to lay down. I've been just wanting to rest. That's it. Because God been just giving me this peace, like this. I'm just like, let me just relax then. It's just like, but faith without works is dead. So instead, I'm going to do what he asked me to do. But I had my Jeremiah moments too. He did what God told him to do. And, he's looking around and he's like, Lord, you know me. And I be talking too. I be talking to God like, you know me. You see me. Like, you know me, you see me. We talk every day. You know me. So I'm not one of those you never knew. I got the clue. I do. So now that I actually do what you tell me to do, you know me, you test me, you see me down here. I know you're not going to allow my pleasant vineyard to become parched and desolate. I felt every part of Jeremiah when he said that. I was just like, Yes, you know me, honey. I know they acting funny, honey, but I'm doing everything that you have me to do, honey. You know me, you test me, you see me, literally. So I know you're not going to allow my pleasant vineyard to become parched and desolate. But God has given me Joseph again. You know, these are one of my favorites. Joseph brothers tried to hate on him. They tried to eliminate him. See, these imitators tried. Did y'all see that jealous stuff, that video that I just played? They tried to, destroy you and get rid of you and think they're going to get your spot. Joseph's dad grieved until he saw Joseph again. They still didn't get the win because it wasn't part of God's plan. I mean, literally, they pushed God's plan, but they don't understand that part, sweetheart. But at the end of the day, it turned out to be God's way. Anyway, what he told Joseph, and Joseph told his brothers. Now, like I said, we have to go through this process. God will tell us, just like he told Joseph, what he gonna do and what's gonna happen. See this big picture, and we're like, ooh, let me tell people. But be careful who you tell, because they might be imitators, impersonators. They might try to copy you. They trying to be like you. Why they hate on you? They watching you more than you watch it. Hey, everything you do, they try to mimic you. And I don't know why God has me to do this. But there's something that they miss. And they missing God. They don't have God. You can't have God and have this fake facade. That's a lie. You think you got God and you got a fake facade? That's not of God. You don't make you have a fake facade. You the real deal. I'm the real deal. You can walk like me, try to talk like me. You can have your hair like me. You can snort, whatever, honey. But don't let it seem funny, honey, when you're not me. You will never be me, literally, because God didn't make you. He only made one me, honey. He only made one you. So why are you confused? All he wants you to do is be you. Now you done became an impersonator too. Dang. Now you're messing with my food. Dang. Imitating food. Woo. This is crazy. Like, that's the craziest part. But God had me to get on here, sweethearts, to help your heart. Because something is torn apart in your heart. Something has torn your heart apart, sweetheart. And God is a healer. He can heal your heart, sweetheart. He healed mine. I was once blind, but now I see, honey, clearly. Now, I never wanted to be anybody else but myself, but, this stuff is out of control. And we must stop being delusional and understand God's plan. He's not playing with you. It's like I'm not playing with my kids. Say, no, he, ha, mama, go do what I told you to do. That's what he's telling you. Go do what I told you to do. You're not doing what I told you to do. You're trying to be like them. I didn't make you them. You would never be them. You're not even fit like them. You're not compared to them. And it be the haters are nothing like you. Every hater that I've had been One of them being nice has been different from me, literally. You put two small people with small people, and compare them to, but you would never put, it's just no comparing apples and oranges, you just don't put apples with oranges. So that's all I'm saying. We're not going to keep playing with his word. He made you the way he made you. He created you in the image that he wanted you to be in, period. He made you a male. That's what you're supposed to be. He didn't say, oh, darn it. I meant to say that you was going to be a girl. That's weird. We're not doing that. We're not. That's crazy. We're not. You're not going to dumb me down. You can keep playing around, but you're not going to dumb me down. Like I said, I've been fam. And I want to wear my crown. And when I realized the stupid stuff I used to, I don't want to look stupid. That's why I like when people tell me the truth. Don't let me be out here looking retarded. I tell people if they got something on their nose or whatever, don't have me out here looking crazy. When you can easily just save me, you can help me out. Don't leave me in a drought. Help me out the drought. They down talk you while they trying to be you. What kind of, that's some delusional stuff. You gonna down talk somebody you trying to be like. Like people don't see you. We are too grown. Like we cannot keep doing this. Like I can't believe that God has me to talk to grown folks about this type of stuff. Kindergarten stuff. Mocking people, imitating somebody. You're trying to be like somebody that you're not like. Like, this is crazy. Get a life. Give it to Christ. Like, get a life and give it to Christ. Get this nonsense out of here, y'all doing too much. You're doing too much. It's too much. Touching my food, you're doing too much. Imitating my food. You're doing too much. And we're gonna have to put this to an end, my friend. We're gonna have to begin on today. We're gonna put this stuff to an end. The trends gotta end. You can't transform to no female if you're a male, period. I'm gonna say it, I know. Honey, I do my own damn channel. Just because I don't give her way. You just don't want me. Girl, I've been there, done that. I used to say the same stuff. Girl, stop it. I know I love you. I know what I'm doing. You can't confuse me, honey. You can act funny all you want. But what we not going to do, we're going to get this clue. Because you're a man, you're a man. I don't have to have nobody tell me I'm a woman. I don't have to act like a woman. I don't have to try to walk like a woman. I am a woman. It's not a certain walk. That's what God is saying too. You don't have to walk like, talk like nothing but yourself. No, I can't go to church because I don't. I talk ebonically. I do too. He know you. I know you. He made you. He know you. You can go in there too. God said, "Come as you are." He would change. He changed me. I couldn't change me. I couldn't change his attitude, and he's still fixing my attitude. And I admit that it's still there. It didn't go nowhere. But it still irritates me. I just have to have self-control. That's all God wants me to know is that I have self-control. I have control over this stuff. It ain't gonna have no control over me. Literally. What used to irritate me was people acting delusional. So now I come in there like, okay, I already know they're gonna act delusional. Boom. Since I know that, Shanita, you don't freak out when they do what you know that they're going to do. You already got the clue that they're going to do it. So let's get this out, That's why I tell you, we've been in this delusional world. Oh, you're not. That didn't happen to you. This is the... No, we're getting out of this delusional world. We know what happened. We know what we saw. We're going to deal with this stuff so we can heal. Deal in order to heal. We're not going to keep faking. We're not going to try to act like something that we're not like. That's weird. That's weird. That is beyond weird. We're not going to do that, my dear. I love you that much that I'm going to tell you the real stuff. Not the fake person that's going to... Girl, I'm not going to tell you you're a girl and you're a boy like that. I'm not. Because I respect my father more than any nerd. I'm not afraid of nerd human being. Only thing that I'm worried about is the way my father sees me. I don't care about these delusional people, how they don't even see themselves. What the heck am I going to listen to somebody who can't even look in the mirror and see who they are? What we not going to do. And I'm not judging you. I'm just giving you a clue of what we not going to do. I'm not going to insult my father like that. Period. I love God so much. Y'all want to talk about how much God loves you, but how much do you love God? I love him enough to stand up for this detestable stuff. I'm against this stuff. This is detestable. Whatever is detestable with my father is detestable with me. It's an abomination. I don't have this to do. So you better get the clue. Quit trying to intimidate you. You will never be able to be a woman. You can act like, fake like something that you're not going to be like. Ever. You don't know what it's like when our monthly comes and we have to still run and do what we got to do. Just like a dude have to do, we still got to go to work. We still got to do all this stuff while we're pouring. You would never understand that because you would never deal with that. You would never deal with the pain that comes with it. With the rain, I'll call it rain. You would never understand the pain that comes with the rain. It'd be for a whole week, but we can't stop. We can't stop. And then people, oh, why they flipping out? Because we raining out and everything else. You gotta sit in here on stuff. So you would never be a woman. You would never understand what a woman goes through. You would never understand the pains that we have to go through just to have a baby. Because you would never have a baby. You can't have a baby. You literally are not made to have a baby. He made you the way he made you. That's why I say he don't make any mistakes. Why do you hate that he don't make mistakes? Why can't you admit the truth? Why when I speak truth, you don't understand me? Why? You say you believe in God. Why when I speak truth, you don't understand me? Now, I literally understand that people are not going to listen to me. They didn't listen to Yahweh. They didn't listen to Jesus. They mocked Jesus. They insulted Jesus. They did all this stuff to Jesus, Yahweh. So all I'm doing is my part. I'm not worried about how you're going to feel. I'm doing my part, sweetheart. I had to change my ways, honey. So I'm not trying to judge and all this stuff, but I'm not about to do this stuff with grown folks. You are enabling these grown folks when you, oh, well, I'm not. They know you're not. They just don't want to admit. And it's not just the trans people, it's people in general that's imitators, these imitators. They don't want to admit nothing. You can't tell them no realistic stuff. They'll be trying to kill you like they did with Jesus. And then they'll say, who's trying to kill you? This delusional stuff. So again, if we're imitating anybody, we're supposed to be imitating the way that Jesus handled things. Like he simply told them straight up how it is and what it's going to be. He said, where I go, you can't go, period. You are not of my father, period. You do the things of your father. Satan, the devil, he said it specifically. He spit it out. That's what it's all about. He's not going to walk over and look over stuff. And no, I don't need your money. I don't need nothing, honey. I don't need your likes, your looks, your hooks, your nothing. It's not even up for discussion. I don't need nothing from no nerd human being. You cannot offer me nothing. Because I don't love money, honey. I don't love money. I don't love material things. People are like, how are you able to just give this stuff up? And because I'm following my father. I'm not going to be anywhere that he's not. He's not there. I'm not there. I don't care. I'm not going to be there. So we're going to have to stop trying to imitate. Copy. That's what imitate means. Let me just say that. Copying somebody else. It says an act of imitating a person's speech. Stop trying to speak like, talk like, walk like something that you're not like. That's not you. It don't even look like you. If I didn't move my hands and I try to impersonate somebody that moves their hands, it's not going to be the same because it's not natural. Nobody can naturally talk like Shanidra, but Shanidra. You can impersonate me. You can do everything that I do. You can, when you're on your videos too, you can woo and do everything, but you're still not me. So if you think this is an attack or whatever, that's whack. It's time to grow up. It's literally time to grow up. Take accountability for your actions. Quit trying to blame and point and, oh my gosh, see, I don't like that victim stuff. I don't play victim at all. I don't do that victim stuff. Oh my God. I don't want you feeling sorry for me. I don't want none of that nonsense. I just want common sense. That's it. So this pity party stuff that people do and try to confuse and that delusional and, oh, you're trying to attack me while they the ones that's attacking. And I don't have time. I'm too old for this childish stuff. It's above me now. Here you go, Lord. I ain't got time. Too old for this. I'm too old for this to be talking about this. See, that's why I love talking to children. And I'm thankful that God, now I didn't think this was part of my destiny, but obviously it is. To be dealing with children. I know I have children, but I didn't know I have to be dealing with children. But anyways, I love these children. Like, and you know, you can actually get them to be themselves. Like, and I can deal with when they don't understand something or when they may copy somebody else. I can deal with them. They're children. Because I have to train them. I have to teach them, you know. So that's part of me being a teacher. I'm going to teach them the way that they should go. Good. That's kids. I love dealing with kids because we can train them. We can teach them some things. Adults. God has me to talk to these adults. Supposed to be adults. But I call you grown-ups because you just grew up. That's it. You didn't mentally nothing you 5-year-old mentally. Like you're a crybaby, you cry about everything. Like I've never in my life thought when I got older and became an adult that it was gonna be more crybabies, adult crybabies than it was when I was a child. Like this is crazy. Oh gosh, everything just you can't say nothing and you just like what? You know, no, I'm gonna tell you the truth. And I'm gonna show you the proof, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not doing this weird stuff. We're too old, we're too grown. I'm not doing this. I'm with my father. I'm not gonna be dumbed down for this stuff. And y'all not either. Y'all not gonna keep being out here looking crazy. Saying crazy stuff, repeating stuff that make it make sense. Make it make some sense. We're not going to keep just repeating stuff that we can't even discuss. We're not gonna just say this stuff. We're not gonna just repeat. The devil knows the dang on Bible. You don't flatter me by knowing the dang on Bible. Are you being of the Bible? Are you doing what the Lord tells you to do? Not if you're impersonating somebody, imitating somebody. You're not. Have you forgot? Only person that we're supposed to be imitating is the Lord, Yahweh. He showed us the way. He didn't try to be nobody else but himself. He didn't say, oh God, make me a woman. You meant to make me a woman. No, he didn't say all that weird stuff. This is crazy. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. No, ma'am. No, sir. We're not doing this. And I'm going to call you what it is. I'm not going to insult my father for you. I'm not going to be an enemy to my father to please you. I'm not pleasing men. I don't care about pleasing men. They don't even understand. And I'm not just talking about men. I'm talking about people in general. I'm not going to please people. I'm not here to please people. I'm here to please my father. And I'm not going to insult my father to please somebody or to enable somebody to be delusional. That's confusional. See, you see how I'm making up words? Like I'm making up genders and stuff? It sounds weird, don't it? It's some weird stuff. You can't even explain it. And again, my father isn't the author of confusion. This delusion didn't come from my God. The only God, the Almighty God. It didn't come from him. It came from them. Not him, them. You're going by their rules. That's why you're confused. You ain't doing what he told you. You ain't doing what my father told you to do because you wouldn't be confused. You would have peace of mind too, just like I do. I'm not into this delusional stuff. I'm not going to even, I don't even be wanting to discuss this delusional stuff. But God do love you so much that he wants you to repent and have some common sense. He do. And this is the way I like people to talk to me. So the way I'm talking to you is the way I like people to talk to me because he said, do unto others as you would want done unto you. I want somebody to be real with me. I don't want this fake stuff. Don't come at me with fake stuff. Oh, you're good. No. Okay. No, really, you're doing it great. No, I'm not. So stop it. Stop the fake stuff. We're not going to do fake stuff anymore. I'm tired of this delusional stuff. I shouldn't have to be discussing this in 2023. Literally, I should not be discussing this weird stuff. This is weird. And I don't have any fear of the queers because God is here and he's near, my dear. He said, fear not. If you forgot, he right here with me. Literally. I'm walking in here like David against Goliath. Oh, you're going to be under attack. I mean, my life is in his hands too. You didn't understand, honey. God's playing. He ain't playing. Don't touch his children. You best not. It's better to tie a mule around your neck than to touch one of his dang on children. And I'm telling you, that's why I don't even fight. I don't even say anything. I will walk away quickly because I don't want no parts of he'll whoop us too. We the first ones to get it before you get it. So I want him to get you quick. I don't want him to have to take time with me and whoop me and all this stuff. I want him to get straight to you. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do and get the clue and get out of there. You wanna act up? That's on you. But he gonna get you. Like he said he gonna do, you will not go unpunished. So we gotta get this stuff under control. We're not gonna continue to be delusional. Confusional. But we're not going to keep doing this stuff. This is messing with my food, imitating my food. What we're not going to do. We're going to get this clue on today. We're going to stop imitating on today. We're going to stop being imitators and haters and impersonators. We're going to stop trying to be like something that we're not like. You're not going to be a girl. You're not going to walk in here and try to act. It's not an act. I don't have to act like a girl. I am a girl. I'm a woman. I don't have to act like I'm a woman. I don't have to do nothing. I'm not going to change my voice. I'm not going to do none of that because I'm a woman. It's not, you don't have to tell me I'm a woman. I know. You don't have to keep telling me that it's something I know. If you tell me anything else, and I'm going to be looking at you like you're delusional. Because I already know I'm a woman. I don't need nobody to tell me I'm a woman. I'm a woman. Full woman. If you're a man, you're a man. Period. That's part of God's plan. He made you a man to be with a woman. Period. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get all this confusion stuff done. I went to Leviticus. I gave you all the run. I gave you the rundown in the Bible. Y'all want to know where it's at? I told you on my videos. Look at my past videos. I told you all this stuff. It's in the Bible. God told you exactly what it is, what it's gonna be. So you can clearly see this is not how He has you to be. Clearly. So, with God being in control, I want to do my part, sweetheart. He loves you. He loves me. I told you, I got in trouble for shacking with a man. I'm a whole female. I've had 2 kids out of my body. And I'm attracted to what he has me to be attracted to, which is a male. But I cannot dwell in things that he don't have me to do. This is still a sin. So I will not begin in sin anymore. That's why I've been celibate. From a virgin all through high school, I was a virgin. Now I'm celibate. Till marriage. Period. And I'm a woman. But I can't be in with the man until I do it the way God has planned it to be, which is marriage. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not doing nothing else. So I'm telling you, he had to change me. He had to tell me, literally, he didn't say, "Oh, Shanita, you're doing a great job. And yeah, I'll just keep being with the man and not doing my plan and like you don't understand." No. I had to get the clue too. I had to do what my father had me to do. And he loved me so much that he kept me alive so I could fix it. And I'm thankful that I can fix it. So that's all I have to let you guys know today. If you have me to say anything else, I will be right back on here. But we have to do it Yahweh, so we don't have to hit the highway. Hope you guys have an amazing 4th of July. I hope y'all obey God, the only God. Get rid of that sage on today. Just pray. P-R-A-Y. I've been P-R-E-Y on people, and that's not going to help you. You need to put the sage up, dismiss all those altars, get rid of all those altars, get rid of all that demonic stuff, the crystals and all that, because you ain't calling on none of that when you're about to die. Then you all of a sudden find God. So you know that God is alive. I already told you that Yahweh is God in the flesh. So you can't get through to God in heaven unless you believe in Yahweh, God. So you're going to have to decide on today how you're going to ride. You're going to have to give it to God. He's going to be able to change your fake facade. Because he's going to deal with that. And I'm telling you, I had to deal with a lot. He isolated during COVID. I mean, he was just pulling out. I didn't even know I was carrying all this baggage. And he's still pulling stuff out. I still find myself like, well, dang, I thought I was over it. Oh, ooh, wow, okay. I'm changing every day. because I want to continue to do it Yahweh. So today you're going to have to choose your way. You either in or you out. You're going to have to figure that out. That's what this is all about. God don't make any mistakes. He don't make you hate. He told you not to covet what somebody else has. He told you not to be jealous. He told you all of this stuff. First commandment is don't have no other God before him. Don't serve no idols. All of this stuff. We're not supposed to be gossiping. We're not supposed to be plotting, jotting. We're not supposed to be doing none of this stuff. So if you're doing all this stuff, you're not doing what my father said. Where I go, you can't go. Period. We're not going to be delusional. Read his word for yourself. Don't listen to anybody else. Period. Choose ye this day whom you're going to serve. Today. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. Choose ye this day whom you're going to serve and obey to. He said, why do you call me Lord, Lord, and you don't do means in your actions what I say? We're not going to be fake in our head. Oh, I am. No, you're not. You know, deep down, well, it ain't got to be deep down. You know, in reality, you're not. So quit the plot because you're not. And change. Stop blaming, defaming, and everybody else and look at yourself. Acknowledge who you are. Be you. Have the clue to be you. Don't try to do what others are doing. You're not doing what my father has you to do, trying to do what others is trying to do. So, I hope you have a blessed day. I hope you do it Yahweh so you don't have to hit the highway.